Alright, I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but I am going to do a review of the Gerber Sumo, which I got at a big box store after getting a CRKT sketch that was very sketchy. So, I do not like CRKT. I still don't like CRKT. That just solidified it. So, as a close second, got the Gerber Sumo. Didn't want to put any more money towards the big box store. It was a gift card for the holidays, so this is what I got. And for $40, I have to say, I actually really love it. So, first off, what do you get? Well, you get the pivot lock, which is their Access janky-ass lock. But what you get is a pretty good attempt at getting all of the Access style opening and closings. And a really strong lockup as well. So, what you get with it is the fidget factor. I mean, you can open this in so many different ways. It actually does drop shut. You can turn it around. You can open it any way you'd like. There we go. So, what you get with this, I mean, this is just the back of the box. You guys can read the specs, but it's the crappy 7CR whatever. But, with that in mind, with the blade steel that you do get at the price point, I think that's pretty fair. And it's very weird, but this is like a flat grind, but it's been modified right here at the edge to almost be like a convex turn towards the primary edge. And what that does, and I'll show in a second here, but actually I test a lot of my knives, especially this size, on its ability to do things like feather sticking. And this is actually a really good blade profile for that, as well as the thickness, tailoring down to a much finer edge, while also maintaining a lot of the stability at the same time. So, factory edge on this was not up to par. It was about average for what I would expect a $40 knife. Quick work on the sharp maker between medium, fine, and then a strop. And this thing was hair popping sharp. So, lastly, you know, it really is a big knife. It doesn't maybe necessarily come through in pictures, but on the specs it should. It's pretty heavy. It's big. I don't have any knives on me right now to compare it to, but it was as large as like the Benchmade 15020, which was the old Bone Collector, which is a pretty big knife, or the Freeman 451. But really well use, I think, of space. And the handle dimensions on this, in the pocket, it actually carries a little bit smaller than what it actually looks like. So, pause this real quick, come back to some cutting. So try to get a good angle here of how to do some feather sticking with this. Just comes through real nice. Thumb up on top is nice and comfortable, and you're taking out enough to make just a little bit of tinder. Gerber Sumo. Kind of impressed.